So, the E3 conferences are pretty much over now, and I thought I'd just make a quick doubles opinions before I do the anime one on who won E3. Now, keep in mind, these are not fanboy based at all. In fact, you will see the company, which I'm sure you know which company as soon as I say what, the company that I'm probably most supportive of any of them, did not get first. This is not fanboy. I accurately judged them on how entertaining, what the games were that they showed off, what games they announced, what other features they announced, like Smart Glass, for example. I judged them, and this is completely my opinion. I know it's always my opinion on these, obviously doubles opinions, but this is sort of a thing I think I'll get a lot of negative feedback about, just because it still looks like I'm being fanboyant. But keep in mind, I'm not. And I've noticed a lot of companies and people have pretty similar orders. So let's get started. In number 5, I put EA. Why? Because I couldn't even read their conference. I couldn't even read a recap. All I know is they announced SimCity 5. That's all I know. And a bunch of sports games, which I have no idea which one's, probably Madden. And yeah. I couldn't even read recaps. It was so boring. EA, I don't know, they don't really have any games that attract me anyway. And plus, I heard from everyone that their conference was so damn boring. So, I had to put them in last, because if they're that boring that nobody liked it, where else can you put them? In 4th is Microsoft. When your big announcement is connectivity between the console and an iPad or iPhone or whatever, you're kind of sad. Pretty much the only thing I think they showed off that no other company could have besides Smart Glass was Halo 4. They showed off Madden, which is EA's. They showed off Black Ops 2, which is Activision's. I think they showed off Assassin's Creed, but I'm not sure on that. I didn't watch their full conference either because it was boring. It was more entertaining than EA's. I can say that. It was far more entertaining. I did read a full recap though, which is how I was able to place them above EA. Not very far, but still above. Number 3, Sony or PlayStation. I really liked Sony's last year. They were genuinely entertaining. I mean, not just the apology, but Uncharted 3, Last of Us, Sly 4. But then this year, what did they show this year? They showed Beyond, the new IP. A tiny bit of Last of Us, God of War 4, and what was the rest of the conference doing? Wonder Book. Holy crap. It was everywhere I check it was different, but I think it was about 40 minutes of their conference was on Wonder Book, which it seems like a cool idea, but it did not need to take that long. They did not need to show how to do every single Harry Potter spell. It was just so terrible. I mean, I know on the E3 YouTube page, which is where I was watching it, everyone was just like, oh my god, just get on with it. We don't care. Just show another game. And I heard game trailers, I think. Yeah, game trailers, which has this rating system sort of where you rate how the conference is doing. I heard pretty much the whole time Wonderbook was being shown off, it was in the red. That was just disappointing, Sony. You were so good last year. In fact, if Nintendo didn't show the Wii U last year, I would have said you won it last year. Going from really close second to third. Ugh. And you guys all probably know who came in second and first then because of what I said at the beginning. Second is Nintendo. The reason I couldn't put Nintendo in first is, besides Nintendo Land, we saw they announced nothing new at the conference. They showed us Pikmin 3, we knew about. They showed us New Super Mario Bros. U, we knew about. They showed us Batman Arkham City, we knew about. Mass Effect 3, sure, but the amount they showed us of that could have been a Nintendo Power thing. Just announce it through that. Or could have been at EA's conference. I mean, Nintendo Land really doesn't seem like it needed to take as long as it did. I think they could have shown off something else. I'm trying to think here. I don't know. They even had a second conference for the 3DS. That was the day of recording this, June 6th. But it was really boring too. I was really hoping that it would put Nintendo in first, but they just showed us trailers that could have easily been shown yesterday. I mean, I'm just really disappointed in Nintendo this year. I know they had to talk about the Wii U and how it was, but I thought that's what Nintendo Direct was going to be for. I thought that was where we were going to get all the specs and how it works and stuff. Sure, we learned Miiverse from that, but still, they talked about the Wii U's hardware a little too much. I wish they kind of handled it like they did with Sony handled the Vita last year. That worked well. And in first, you probably already know this, Ubisoft. Ubisoft, their biggest announcement was Watch Dogs. They didn't spend too much time on anything. Their biggest announcement was a surprise. Good. Wasn't too boring. Sure, at first it was boring, but people got so entertained after we actually saw what the game was about. Showed full support for Wii U, which it seems they have more games than Nintendo does. Demoed Assassin's Creed 3. They just did so much. And last little notes, those are all the companies that I managed to see. I think Activision had a conference, but I didn't manage to see it. I couldn't find if any other companies had it. So overall, I was actually kind of disappointed with E3 this year after seeing Ubisoft's. When I got home on Monday, I was kind of excited. I was like, whoa, Ubisoft, wow. Don't they normally do pretty bad? Read about Microsoft and EA. Oh, they did pretty bad. Well, it can only get better from here, right? Sony, down. Nintendo. Oh god, I'm glad I didn't skip school to see this. So, yeah. See you guys next time.